This is Hank from the Wildflower Bee Farm. That is hairy vetch, and there's a bumblebee. Now on our farm, more and more bumblebees have appeared. We saw probably 2 or 3 every square meter during the summer, and they love the hairy vetch. Bumblebees are in danger, and they're one of the most important pollinators we have. This bumblebee is just loving life on the hairy vetch. We also have learned, obviously, you can check out too how they spend the winter. What is the life cycle of a bumblebee? Where do they live? How do they hang out in the winter? How do they survive? We understand that it's primarily the queen that survives and basically starts the process over again in the spring. This bumblebee, and we saw many of them, is absolutely in love with hairy vetch. And because it has such a long distance to get to the nectar, bees don't have an easy time as do the bumblebees. So this is really special for those types of natural pollinators. So do some research on the bumblebee that just sprung up everywhere. And today we're also going to look at a wasp, and this is a wasp working in some beautiful goldenrod, and you can see the color of the wasp kind of blends in, but you're going to see something happen shortly where another wasp is going to come along and whack them. And it's quite an interesting interaction, and you wonder why. What would be the purpose other than aggression and territorial kind of fighting? Now wasps not only enjoy nectar and pollen and are great pollinators, natural pollinators, but they also eat, if you've noticed, if you ever had fruit falling off an apple tree or a pear tree, they will go down and eat that. They eat meat, they eat all kinds of protein they'll take back to their hive. So you may also hear, what's that? Oh, something just flew by. That may have been a bee. What they do in the winter and how they survive. What type of nest. Oh, look at that. Now, that almost looks like that wasp was injured in that interaction. And you have to ask yourself, what would be the purpose? Why would another wasp take this wasp on? The wasp continues to work, however, forage. So the question might come up as to, what attracted the wasp to the goldenrod, because there's a great deal of other food out there for them. Now remember, wasps are part of the ecology. We all hate them in our backyards. Oh, here comes that that looks like a hornet. That wasps are part of a very important, the ecology and the balance. They are difficult on honeybees. They apparently in some countries can take out 10% of the honeybees, but wasps are also food for dragonflies, and dragonflies are successfully able to get 95% of the prey they go after, and dragonflies do go after wasps. Wasps also go after flies, so the circle continues. So what I've been able to do is to slow it down even some more and cut to the situation where we're going to watch what happens with the collision and what it is that's going on. Is this another wasp? Is it a dragon? Is it a some other type of insect? Is it a hornet? It's very difficult to see because it's so fast, and I'm not sure it's random. I almost wonder if there was an intentional kind of move that went on there. Let's see what happens as we slow it down to that moment when there's the contact between there you go, look at the size. It looks like a sting. You see how it moved its abdomen, and the wasp really here we go again, watch. What is that? Now you can slow it down, you can stop it. It doesn't quite look like a wasp. It's thicker, if you can see. It's not a bee, but it looks like it stung. It looks like it used its stinger. So even in nature, it's quite incredible how these insects are always needing to be aware of a threat from a predator or some other insect or animal. I'm Hank for the Wildflower Bee Farm. You have an absolutely amazing day. Talk soon.